Greetings to everyone. A mother's love is like the pure stream of the river Ganges, flowing eternally without any conditions. From the deep corridors of memory, today we bring you a story where the self vanishes, and only selfless devotion remains. Join us, along with these sacred views of the Ganges, as I tell you a touching story born from the pen of the renowned writer Rajesh Chandrani Madanlal Jain. My mother. My mother, how she loved me so much, and with such great dedication. Date, December 19, 2019, when mother was still with us in this world. It would be best to start from the very beginning. As I grew from childhood innocence towards understanding, I found our home full of life and joy. In the middle of that large family, my mother's closeness was the most precious thing to me. Her affection was my greatest support. There were brothers and sisters in the house too. My mother had to balance everything. Duties to children, family, society, and faith with a wonderful balance. Inside all these tasks, she had very little time left for herself. As I became older, I realized that she was much more humble and peaceful than anyone else. I never saw her angry. I never saw her annoyed. Maybe in those days, it was a natural virtue of every mother. The true identity of a perfect homemaker. As time went by and my understanding became clearer, I noticed a character in her that I did not see in any other relative. That was her unconditional lifestyle. She accepted every condition of the family, neighbors, and society. But she herself never put any conditions on others. Today, after seeing and knowing the world, I understand that such selflessness is found only in very few people. To completely melt one's own existence into the existence of others is not an easy job. And not just for a moment, but for a whole lifetime. Without doubt, she was one of those special souls called human exceptions. In this strong simplicity, I sometimes saw happy moments. Especially when she traveled to her father's house. Lalitpur is her birthplace. She enjoyed the protection of her father and elder brother only until she was 8 years old. After that, grandmothers and mothers' lives were spent with our uncle's family. In our childhood, when we visited the relatives there, we understood where these high values in my mother's personality came from. While in Lalitpur, a sense of belonging and power would show in mother's voice. Our cousins' families still live there today. They are humble in their way of life but very noble in their thoughts. They always treated mother with deep respect and love from their hearts. I was happy to see how those small wishes mother had for herself were fulfilled. In those streets of Lalitpur, she truly felt at home. I return again to the talk about myself and mother. Because of her religious upbringing, mother had great expectations. She expected the four of us brothers and sisters to go to religious school and understand the faith. My brothers and sisters passed this test. But my interest in study was small at that time. Later, I lived far from home because of engineering studies and work. So, my staying behind in religious activities since childhood remained for all my life. After we lost our father 5 years ago, mother began to become weak all the time. She has been bedridden for the last 2 years because of joint problems. My younger brother's family is serving her with great dedication. Her body now weighs no more than 25 to 30 kilograms. But even in these difficult times, her natural character remains strong. She now eats only once a day. She puts all her mind on the path of spiritual freedom. Even though she is physically weak, she is mentally very active. Her intellect is remarkably sharp. Everything she read and learned in her life, she still remembers by heart today. Her world is now inside one room. But even there she has no conditions. Worldly matters now mean nothing to her. She often says one sentence: forgiveness from all, forgiveness to all. She asks for forgiveness from those she might have troubled. And she easily forgives anyone who ever hurt her. My eldest sister, Kiran, has recognized this truth deeply. She reads religious texts to mother every day on the phone. Mother remembers everything, but she still listens with deep feelings. As I said, from a religious point of view, I am her backward son. Because I live far away, I cannot serve her directly by her bedside. About 2 months ago, a beautiful thought came to my mind. That if I also read to her, her joy would increase. Since then, on every holiday, I call her. She waits for my call with hunger and asks me to read different texts during our talk. For the last 2 weeks, she has wanted to hear the Bhaktima Stotra from me. The correct pronunciation of Sanskrit verses is a major challenge for me. She knows them all by heart perfectly. Yet, hearing them in her son's voice gives her infinite peace. Doing this for 1 hour a week. Someone might think, how little my mother asks of me. But in reality, she knows, and I also know, that she expects something huge from me. Mother expects me to walk the path of freedom. A wonderful harmony is seen in her life. From a worldly point of view, her life shows the sentence, to live for others is the true life. But at the same time, the spirit of soul benefit always flowed in her. She taught us good values from when we were small. Later she gave my daughters those same values. Under her care, the character of her daughters-in-law also grew well. She was a source of inspiration for all her grandchildren. She always said with a serious face, talking about bad things spreads bad things. Therefore, only talking about good things kills the evil. My sister Kiran says, while remembering mother's nature, Mommy always stayed away from gossip. She taught us that the difference between mine and yours has no profit. This lesson is our big wealth today. The reason we are respected in the society. We believe in being together, never in trouble. Mommy gave us religious values to wash our soul, to be free from the suffering of life. Date, April 26, 2022. She did not want anything material from her children. She only wanted us to find the truth and get the knowledge of truth. Mother's love is like the grace of the holy teachers, which inspires all beings towards goodness. On April 26, 2020, Mother passed away. It was a hard time because of Corona. Since then, we have made a tradition of daily reading together. And that tradition is still going on today. We give this hour to Mother's last wish. Kiran, Shobha, and Rochna ensure the continuity of this tradition. Today, bowing with respect to the memory of my mother, I share this story again. You are just listening to the tribute of words by Rajesh Jain for his mother. A living tradition that never stops. True love lies in the elevation of the soul. Today, Mother is not physically with us, but the family prayer keeps her wish always alive. Choosing good is the heartfelt tribute to a mother. Today my heart is very heavy as I share this. Rajesh Jain's younger sister Shobha Jain also passed away in January 2026. Following mother's path on the journey to the life forever. We express our deep condolences to this excellent daughter as well. That was all for today. Thank you.